Okay, so here we are. Now, before you start any work, you want to have the piano unplugged. It's obvious because you don't want to electrocute yourself or shock yourself, probably. And then that would also potentially short out the electric components, and there's quite a few circuit boards in this piano, as you'll see. Okay, I'm going to show you how to take the cover off of the Clavinova. This is a CLP 360, so that you can get to the keys to fix them. You may have a similar situation where your buttons maybe, or even your keys, something may have got spilled on them, and that's what happened in this case. And so my buttons, a couple of them still come back up, but the other ones are sticky, they don't come up. And it was same was true of the keys. So you can't see it here because it's already fixed, but I'm going to make this video to show you how to fix that situation. Okay, so now that I've done it, I understand that it's helpful to first have something back here that's going to catch the top when it folds back, because it's got a couple hinges on the back. Let me show you those hinges. Yeah, there's a hinge. There's three hinges. Let me start with the one on the left because it still has the little washer. So the left front, you take this screw out. See where it will go back in. Now in the left back, you just come straight back and you take that screw out. Okay? And then it's just the same on the other side. Clearly that screw and that screw. Okay, now you have to take this, let me get up here and show you the flange. This flange on the front. Obviously you can't get the keyboard out if that flange is there. Okay, there's the screws. I line them up. I actually took a picture of them so that in case they got knocked over, I'd know how they go back. So you might want to do something like that. So anyway, there's quite a few screws across here for that. Oh, let me get it where you can see. There you go. You can see all the screws all the way across. So you take those out, and here we go. It just pulls right off very easily. And now you'll be able to see how you can get the keyboard out. Okay, but since I've also taken the screws out for the top, just going to come here and lift it up, and the pillows catch it to keep these wires from pulling tightly, which you wouldn't want to have them pull out of their solders or anything. Okay, and then there's a keyboard. It's basically just sitting on there, but it's attached by these screws across here. So you can see them. It goes all the way across. There's 8 of them. There's 4 sets of 2. So you take those out and you unplug this, and it goes with the keyboard. And then you just pick the whole thing up, and you'll see me carrying the whole thing later. Because like I said before, I've already fixed this, so I'm not going to take it apart. But I'm going to show you clearly how to replace the keys, clean the keys, how to deal with these little spring mechanisms. They're not springs, but metal flange, springy metal flanges. And you'll be able to fix this no problem. I'll show you how to put the keys in, but an important thing for putting this spring on was to remove this bar right here, because that allows you access to the top. It's very easy to move. All it is kind of a support bar to help the keyboard be level inside the piano. So let's see, I hope you saw that. Let me go back. I have to edit this a little bit. Alright, sorry, I'm back. You know, they thought I was down here talking to myself and thought I was maybe going crazy. But anyway, here's the side of the keyboard. And so the little metal tabs, let me grab one here, as you'll see, need to go, let's see, oh yeah, you can see them right there. The tabs are sticking up there, 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 and there, and they go down in here. So if you want to get to those, you need to take that off, this off. because as you can see, if you put that in place, you are going to be have to be a contortionist or somebody with unbelievably small hands to get to that. So anyway, now let me take a break here and come back and show you how to put the key. So we have the white key with its control arm, I would say, or lever. And then you have the black key. Now this is what wasn't on YouTube anywhere. And maybe for, they weren't the same, but maybe for some of the synthesizers there might have been black keys. I don't know. I apologize to those people if they did post anything. And then the key little piece, as I showed you before, are these little metal, what would you call them? Flange. Okay, so you can see all the keys out here. You know, it's a mess, but they're actually just laying there drying. Because what I did is they have a lot of some sort of silicone grease on them, and they have so much that I put a very light solution. I'm going to move over here of Dawn in these pans, very light, and I used a toothbrush, soaked them for half an hour in this warm water. Then I cleaned them off with the toothbrush, scrubbed them quite hard, but the silicone oil is still on there. I mean, okay, so I think I've probably said one of my major motivations for doing this video was because nobody showed how to take the black key out. Are you kidding me? How simple is that? I mean, the white keys, you know, they come out fairly easy. They pop right out of the back. But the black key, when you're pushing up on it, man, it just does not seem like it wants to come. So what I found out, and let me say one other thing. For this piano, or these keys, you're going to see some videos about Clavinovas where they show inserting a knife down in here and popping these out. It doesn't work. Not on. I think it's because these are weighted keys. So what you're going to have to do is, I showed you how to put the springs on. You've got to take the spring off to get a white key off, and it's so easy. I will just do it and put it back on. There you go. Took the spring off. Now watch. Pop. Now if I hang it over the edge of the table here, where it's not on the table, boom. There it is. It's off. And there's the control arm back there that I showed you. I'm just going to put it back in. Just hook it over right here. Then you just bring it forward and it clicks right into place. Okay, and show you this. I'll just show you this once more. Hopefully this goes smooth. I think if you try too hard it doesn't. If you just do it. Okay, so anyway, the point was the black key. Now let's lower this. Okay, we're back. Now, the black key doesn't have anything. And what I found is if you hold up this side, you hold up the front of the black key and put your knife in. So I'm just going to hold this up, put the knife there where I showed you, and there you go. Boom, comes right out. And it goes in a lot easier. So I hope you saw that. But once again, you hold up this side with your right hand. I'm holding it up with my left because I'm holding the camera in my right. And while you have that up, you're just going to, there, pop it forward. Boom. And put it back in. Boom. Easy. Okay, so here are the white keys and the black keys for a Clavinova. And I just wanted to show you this because I think you've seen how they go together. So anyway, this is the control arm and there's the key. Okay, and then here is the one for the white, and there's that. Now here's the little spring-loaded mechanism, and it goes right in there, and then clips in here once it's in, basically right here. You'll see in a second what that looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to put the black key in first. I'm going to start with the arm, The arm is really easy. It just goes like this and hangs right in there. And I'm going to reach over here and grab the white key arm. Just going to go in here. Same way, just going to hang it right there. But now you can put the black key on first. And it just goes parallel to the other one. Just put it here. And then it's going to clip. You heard that. Sorry. I don't think you saw that. So let me take that back out. Okay, so it's just going to go right here. Like this. And clip. Okay, last time it clicked right into place. Of course, it'll click into place when you're not seeing it. I think it needs to, there. See, I pulled it out a little bit, and that helped. It wasn't bound up. Okay, now the white key, again, just goes parallel to the other one. And it's helpful to have this hanging over the edge of the table right here, so that the little hooks right there can go right where they need to go. And then, so anyway, the hooks are there. I'm going to come up here, and this just clicks right into place. Now here's the tricky part. You can see the little tabs. Well, this white key here and the black key here are missing those little tabs. I'm just going to go right down in behind there. Had that turned wrong, like this. And as I showed you before, how it goes into that little notch in the Teflon. Let's see, the Teflon is right down in there, right down the slot there. And you're just going to take this, run it right there, and you're going to bend it and pop it right into place. It's not hard at all. Okay, and then I'm going to move over to the black one. A little harder to see the black one, but I can't see it through the camera, but I think it's, yeah, there it is. You can see it right there. You can see the Teflon notch. This is going in here like this. Make sure you keep it near the top of that control board. Then you just bend it. Anyway, if you're not seeing this very well in my video, you'll figure it out when you're doing this. It's very, very obvious. Now, just want to show you those two keys working just fine. Just put those in before, and in the last, if I hadn't stopped to make this video, 45 minutes maybe to put those in. Okay, I just wanted to show you that I put the little bar back on, and this hole is where this comes through and connects to, I'm gonna assume maybe it may be the motherboard on the in the piano. Anyway, there it is. Just grab it right there, and it's fairly easy to carry with one hand. Okay, there we're back to the piano. Got the keyboard right here. This hand. Now I'm gonna set it down so bear. It's really a no-brainer. It goes right underneath this little flange here. You can see. Just move it back. There's 2 screws in 4 spots. This is, I guess, the transformer. See, that was where there was a fuse, where the main reason I took this apart was not only because of the stickiness, but the sound wasn't working. And all I did was take it apart, take that fuse out, put it back in. So anyway, the only real thing here is right here, the little clips. And I was able to take those off quite easily. Pretty self-explanatory how those go back in. Oh, sorry, that went right in. I'll show you on this one. It's really hard to make sure that you're, so anyway, just goes right back in there like that. And that just, so that's the nice thing about this, or you may see some other videos where you actually have to lift the keyboard up, unhook these, and then you can take the keyboard off. I mean, if you just yanked it up, you'd break them, you'd tear them. So anyway, you can take these off and just take the whole thing with you. There's no other connections underneath at all. The only connections are here. So I'm going to put those screws back in, and then I'll show you how to completely reassemble the piano. Okay, so there you go. 2, 4. Now this one's a little hard to get to, but if you have a magnetized screwdriver, you can just stick them on there and they'll just go straight in. That's what this did. It may be the tightness of the screw head that just held to this screwdriver. Anyway, it's all back in. The only thing that's left is a series of screws. Well, I'll show you. Put the felt back in place. I'll glue that down later. Just want to get to the testing point right now. Let's see if I can get this front flange into place. I know it just goes right up on there. There we go. There's just got to catch each side. You can see, and there's one of the screws. Okay, now I'm just going to take these screws. See, I put them in order right there. When I took it apart before, I took a picture of it. Put those 8 screws along the front of the bottom. You can see the holes. And then very close to just 4 screws short of having it completely back together. Okay, just want to show you I got it back together. Good as new. Yep. Dancing like Snoopy. Okay, so anyway.